Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Hellblade. Senua ist immer noch dabei, genauso wie ich, der Hunter. Ja, okay, sonst. Haha, ich glaube nicht, dass die anderen jetzt Hellblade kaufen und an dieser Stelle fortsetzen werden. Und ja, wir müssen Besuch folgen. Ach, man kann ja auch hier runtergehen. Also Priorität. Ich mag Strände. Strände und Wüsten. Unsichtbare Wand. Nutzloser Strand, einfach. Man kann nicht mehr baden gehen. 2 von 10 möglichen Punkten. Kein Bademeister da. Der wird dann schlimmer. Das ist er nicht. Geh zu ihm. Was denn nur? Ja, okay, ich hätte nicht zum Strand gehen sollen. Irgendwas sagt mir, dass hier reinfällt.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren. And lonely.
Ein Dingens. Ist hier was? Ja, Mutti. Das sieht creepy aus.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean.
Seltsamer kleiner Fisch.
But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home. It does not ask you to swim against it.
Okay.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there, under the tree.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
Das ist Dingens.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Okay. Krasse Sache. Die Geschichte kannte ich auch noch nicht. Sigmund war mir zwar bekannt, aber die Story kannte ich nicht. Ist doch nur eine Fleischwunde. What? Was ist das da drüben? Ich glaube, ich muss da lang weiter. Oh, nö. Schlechteste Strandwetter. Auf geht's, ab geht's.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. But different.
Der war.
You want to believe it's
Oh Gott, das ist weh. Boah.
Where are you going?
Meine Augen.
Where is she going?
Ui.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just
Das war jetzt
How
ein
does he
bisschen
so
sehr hell.
effortlessly court the world in bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it, just like he does.
Ist schon sehr atmosphärisch.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back
Wenn
to.
das Greta
At all.
sieht.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Auf geht's.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he there? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree.
Was ist das?
Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
Wow. Das Ding ist kaputt. Da ist nix.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant. Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up
Pause war
instead.
zu lang. Ich hab gedacht, das wäre vorbei
agreed.
gewesen.
Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end?
Ja,
Well,
wofür?
that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll
Den
never
das Gesicht
guess what
abgeleckt.
happens.
Ach, jetzt geht's nicht weiter, oder was? Mhm. Hier noch eins? Nein.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Ow.
It's a trick. It's a trick. It's ending. It's coming from there and there. Ah, what are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something. Oh.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it. It's the metal runestones. Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
What?
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspired to
Dass ich
hide
bin
death.
hier, um Gott zu töten und nicht eine Strandtour zu machen.
But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Okay.
It's not Dillian, it's a trick. He loves her.
Da ist der Ton schon wieder. Na, ein Ton? Ich weiß nicht. Sieht auf jeden Fall recht cool aus. Guck mal, ich glaube, hier wohnt wer.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able
Die Fackel ist aber nicht umweltfreundlich.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
How did you let him go?
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. him, get him back. He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she find him?
Haltet doch mal alle die Klappe kurz. Danke. Okay, immer am Rand laufen, weil sieht man mehr.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian.
Die Stimme sagt, ich die falsche Richtung.
Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away.
Die Stimme hat fast recht.
Going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you lost him? Where are you? Turn left. Turn right. Over this way.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Okay. Ja, dann war es das an dieser Stelle mit unserer heutigen Grabhügelwanderung. Wir kampieren hier kurz für 5 Minuten und unsere Reiseführerin Senua freut sich darüber, dass ihr teilgenommen habt. Wir würden uns über eine Bewertung bei TripAdvisor oder YouTube erfreuen und ja, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Tschüssi.